Hello,
Woo!
everyone. We are in the office. As you
Yes.
can see, Stanley is behind both of us.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're just sat together doing this in a random part of the building.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back to At Home with GSM. We're both back. Yay. I
Woo!
much prefer it when it's us two because I'm awkward on my own.
I'm no longer dying.
Yay.
Woo!
It's like, because I don't have anyone to bounce off of, so I'm just kind of like, and what do you think, Liv?
Ah.
I don't know, Liv.
Yeah.
But today we're talking about it's Liv's choice.
Live
It's Liv's
choice.
choice. And we're talking about the online versus offline you. So things like your like digital identity. We're going to be talking about sort of deep fakes, um, like celebrities and their like endorsements. So like when they endorse like a product and how harmful that can be. And then like mental health and social media addiction, we're going to touch on a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Woohoo.
when we sort of before we start, kind of Jamie, I'll ask you, I'll throw it to you. She's like, ah,
The fear in my eyes.
yeah. What is your sort of like opinion on like authenticity in social media? Like, do you think? Because I think people tend to just put obviously like the best
I
foot,
think,
foot like best self forward, but
yeah, I think a lot of people kind of, I don't want to say like they create a different persona of them, but that kind of is what I'm trying to say, is a lot of people only focus on the positive sides that they think are in their personality, if that makes sense.
yeah,
And like, I don't know, for example, say Kim Kardashian, she, you only ever see like her looking beautiful and things like that. You never see her just woken up at like 7 a.m. looking like a zombie,
yeah,
whereas, and I think a lot of people do that. They just want other people to think that they have the perfect life
yeah.
when necessarily they might not have that. But like, even look at my Instagram. It's just nice photos of me and my partner, and it's not what I
Yeah, there's
look
not any
like
photos of us like
nearly
crying.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
um,
like next pictures just I'm like I'm gonna be authentic and put a picture on and be just
just me
crying.
sobbing. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know that obviously I'm on this podcast now. I'm not wearing any makeup. I woke up like what, nearly an hour ago, and this is me. I'm not
Yeah.
hiding that. But like there's a difference between doing something like this, like a podcast, where even if I was to put on a whole load of makeup and things like that, I can't really hide that
Yeah.
much because it's just fully me. Whereas on Instagram, it's just a photo. So I can make
Edit it
myself
and
look as well as I possibly can, put a filter on and all that jazz,
yeah.
you know?
I was gonna say I just do like I tend to do that anyway, but my everyday is like just my eyeliner and stuff because I like eyeliner. But
Yeah. I
I don't
don't
again
have the
I don't do a
energy
full
for that.
face. Yeah. I used to when I was younger, and I think that's another point in it. Like I think it's very like young people. I mean, we're impressionable, but I feel like not as much so now because we're both like nearly like the mid 20s to late 20s now.
don't don't
I know.
even.
Yeah, we're both aging soon. It's fine. We're both aging soon. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm before you and that's scary.
I know. It's okay. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
We'll pretend that we're not.
Yeah. We'll pretend that I'm just turning 24 again, not
Yeah,
25.
but it's 25.
I'm gonna
But yeah, I
sob.
think yeah, it's as I've gotten like older, I don't actually wear like full face really that much anymore. I think I only wear if it's like a special occasion.
Yeah.
I just can't bother.
Like I
Really.
remember in secondary school, I would wake up every morning at like 5 a.m., straighten my hair, which I don't know if
Yeah,
you can see. My hair is naturally quite wavy, quite thick
yeah,
and wavy. Um, I used to straighten my hair every morning, put on a full face of makeup, put on like earrings and everything, and then leave for school. And I lived like 10 minutes away from school, like a 10-minute walk. I
yeah.
don't know how I did that for like 5 years because now I roll out of bed, barely put a bra on, like get into comfy clothes and sit on my sofa and work. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's it's just like right now I've got on like lounge sort of like lounge
yeah,
wear. It's like I'll only really get like properly, I guess, dressed if I'm actually going like somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And so I don't want to waste clothes, like clean clothes.
yeah. No, I'm the exact same.
But yeah, I thought we'd talk about some like celebrity sort of misinformation. Can you still see me while I'm reading the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Woo.
whoa. But yeah, the first one I kind of wanted to go over, people probably know she is Lena Dunham. I think she's an actress.
I think so.
She's been in some stuff. I know she's like kind of a controversial figure anyway. But in 2018, I remember this, she
She's
did
a writer and director
yeah.
and an actress.
Oh,
But yeah, she.
I want to say she did Don't Worry, Darling. I
Hang
don't
on,
know.
my my laptop's being funny.
She's done some stuff.
She did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't know if she was in
Oh,
that or this
okay.
is 40. American Horror Story, apparently.
Oh, okay. So I probably have seen her in them then.
Yeah.
But yeah, she did a collab with Revolve, and she made like a sweatshirt that's being fat is not beautiful, it's an excuse. And then the brand was criticized over body shaming, obviously, because
Yeah.
like I, this is what annoys me. I think another thing about social media and stuff like that is when people are like they'll post stuff because I post a lot about like mental health and body positivity, but it's because I actually believe it. Like I wouldn't go up to someone and be like, "You're ugly," or like "You're too thin, too far," whatever.
Yeah.
But like people who are actually mean and actually would do that will then post stuff like, "Oh my God, peace and love." Like, love your
Yeah.
body, love yourself. And you know full well they're like mean girls.
The amount
It's
of
just
time, like we've spoken about this before, I'm not super skinny. I'm chunky. I'm fine with that.
but you're not fat though.
Yeah.
You're curvy, and that's
Curvy.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm built like literally a stick, so it's like I can't say anything.
But the amount
Oh,
of times I've had, like, especially when I was in school and college as well, amount of times I had people literally say to me, "Oh, you're so fat, you're so ugly," and then like
which is
a couple of
oh
years later, they're like now posting everything on Facebook, being like, "Oh, body positivity," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Where was this like 5 years ago?"
Where was the same energy when you were calling me a whale?
Yeah,
Like,
just
I don't know.
ridiculous, but yeah,
But like that sort of stuff doesn't help. Like putting it's not an excuse. Like it's like when you look at someone who is really thin or is bigger, people assume that they've got like either, like an eating problem if they're like too slim, or they eat too much if they're bigger. But like there's loads of stuff that can come under like if you're like medically one way affected or the other. Like obviously
yeah,
for me, I've got hypothyroid, like overactive thyroid, so I lose weight really easily. It's not because I'm trying to like I've had that eating problems, but I'm no longer trying to be
yeah,
like that. It just
yeah.
happens. So it's like,
And you know
yeah,
me, I forget to eat most of the time,
I know
so
you do.
yeah, it's not good.
Got you. We
That's
got one.
called being mentally ill. In 2018, Kim Kardashian, going back to her, faced
Yeah.
backlash for promoting appetite suppressant lollipops in sponsored Instagram posts.
I remember them as well.
I don't, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. It's really weird. Like I just think like when they make these things, like what enters your head? Like if somebody said that idea to me, say we're in like the room and Kim's like, I think we should make appetite suppressant lollipops. That's my Kim Kardashian impression.
10
And
out
I'd
of
be
10.
like, thank you. It was like a little bit Britney as well.
Yeah.
Britney. Um, I'd be like, no.
Stop.
There's an issue there, and it's because you're trying to stop people from eating.
Yeah, I just think surely though, how can you be so stupid and think, oh yeah, that's a great idea. We're just gonna make people not do one of the one things they need to do to survive, which is eat.
It's because it's like even when people fast, they still eat at a certain point. They just fast for a
Yeah.
certain bit and
I
then they eat.
remember when I worked as a carer, I used to do like long day shifts. So like start at 7 o'clock in the morning and finish 11 o'clock at night. Um, and I would work with people that would be like fasting and things. And as soon as the sun went down at like say 6 o'clock in winter, they'd be shoving their faces with food because they
Yeah,
would be so hungry.
they're
And
like,
it was
please.
just yeah, but
Oh, it's crazy. It's like the next one as well. Like again, 2018 was a wild time. There's a lot happened in 2018.
yeah,
Um, Black China, I think she's like a model, was
yeah,
criticized for traveling to Lagos, Nigeria to promote a $250 skin lightening cream in collaboration with white niches. So there's like multiple issues there. Nigeria, going to Nigeria to do it. Obviously, people are darker
yeah,
skinned there. Skin lightening cream. So you're
yeah.
saying that being darker skinned is bad. White niches.
I just
That name,
find it all crazy. It's all mental.
that name in itself is just, yeah.
Yeah.
Neat. I don't need to say much more. Just,
Yeah, I just think crazy. Crazy people. But yeah.
oh, the next one's a bit wild as well.
Yeah. Kylie Jenner was criticized for promoting her Kylie Cosmetics lip glosses during the onset of the Russian of Ukraine.
Well, read the room.
Literally, look around and be like, maybe it's not the best time, you know?
It, it's just, she was like, this is so sad. Buy my lip gloss. This is
Yeah.
so sad.
I'm so sorry, you guys, but have my lip gloss.
Have you noticed it's a lot of the Kardashians as well?
Yeah, I did notice that, and I was like, that makes sense.
Mm. Okay,
But
2019, a year later, only a
woo!
year later, the Kardashians managed to survive not doing something bad.
Yeah, but Kylie Jenner's one, the Ukrainian one, would have been more
Oh no, that's
recently.
later on, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the date for that one, but that would have been in the last like couple of
Mm.
years,
That probably would have been like 2023, 2024, something like
mm,
that.
2022, possibly.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not
2021.
good with dates. That is the one part of my autism that doesn't work. Is I can't remember
Dates.
dates.
Um, in 2019, Khloe Kardashian, so again, was criticized for promoting meal replacement shakes and claiming they'd helped her achieve undeniable progress. Many commenters expressed the message was irresponsible, damaging, and a promotion of disordered eating. Very similar to Kim's thing with the
Yeah.
appetite suppressant.
I
I,
know that meal replacement shakes can work in some circumstances. So, like, we've obviously got Slim Fast over here, which has been around for decades, but
yeah,
it's not healthy. It's just not healthy. And I don't know. I don't know why you would go around promoting that, but
yeah, I think because it's like I have protein shakes. Obviously, they're not a replacement for food. That's just extra protein to take.
yeah,
It's kind of like what a Slim Fast shake is. It's like when
yeah,
people are fasting, I think they're supposed to usually take them. It's just
yeah,
to make sure you don't like pass out. We know why that's harmful, disordered eating, misinformation, all that sort of stuff, and a young audience. I want to talk about obviously the mental health side and sort of things like social media addiction as well, and why that can feed into what we just spoke about. I myself, when I was younger, had really bad like addiction to just my phone in general and social media. But yeah, I don't know what I was searching for. Probably like because I was struggling with mental health, and it's like very confusing when you're younger.
yeah.
I was probably like, why do I feel sad? And then thinking the internet will give me the answer, but that's not how it works.
I know for
Um,
me, when I was in school, I grew up in a very small town. There was nothing to do, so I just used to like, you know, go on like online and things like that. Yeah, I know that when I obviously was growing up, I grew up in a very small town. So I would go online and like play games and things like that on my phone and things, or talk to anyone, which was so dangerous. But no, well, like Omegle,
Yeah,
I used to be on that daily. The amount of penises I saw.
I know. Omegle's like, oh
Yeah, not good. But
no,
there was just, I mean, that was just how we were
how we rolled.
left to dealt with our own devices, like, yeah.
Mine was Habbo Hotel, which is probably
Pepper
crawling
Hotel,
with
yeah,
PDF files. So
yeah. Moshi Monsters. Loved Moshi Monsters.
yeah, no, I still love
Yeah.
Moshi Monsters.
So this is from psychiatry.org. Did I say that right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
thank God for that, because my mouth doesn't work sometimes. So technology addiction refers to the excessive or compulsive use of digital devices and online platforms, leading to emotional distress and problems in daily life. It is characterized by poorly controlled urges to use technology, often to avoid feelings of anxiety or irritability, which is 100%. I get that because I used to go online. I still do now when I'm feeling anxious to kind of take my mind away from things, and
Yeah.
it's not necessarily healthy. Um, but this behavioral disorder can manifest in various forms, including social media addiction, online gaming, and excessive smartphone use. There is ongoing debate about the nature of technology addiction, particularly regarding its classification and the impact of devices like smartphones. Ta-da.
And then we've got some mental health stats as well. So one of the biggest looming threats to young people's mental health is obviously social media addiction. And it shows harmful experiences widespread. You can kind of see it recently as well, I was going to say, with what going on with Roblox. Obviously, that's oh,
Yeah.
people probably know what's going on there. A lot of PDF files running around on there. Roblox just not checking people,
Yeah.
doing age verification, but again, it's very poor. Like you can just it just says, "Are you 18?" You just put yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and them also not taking accountability and being like, "Well, it's the parents' fault." Like that's
No.
not. I get like because you can't constantly survey your kids either. Like they're gonna get to these things, one way or another, whether it's through the friends or stuff. So it's kind of unfair to constantly blame the parents when you, as the creator of Roblox or whatever it may be, should be putting in like barriers for these
Yeah.
people, or at least like reporting them and having them like reported to the police. Um, I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly.
I don't know. Where are we? Do you want me to do this next one?
I can do it. Is it
Yeah,
the survey of that one?
yeah, yeah.
The survey of 2,157 young people across the UK, conducted by Savanta,
Savanta, I think.
Savanta, found that most people aged 16 to 21 have experienced online content that they found harmful or disturbing, with 68% of young people reported this. That's insane,
Um, I was
but
going to say, yeah.
that's so high.
Um, and then more than a third, so 35% of young people have seen some harm, some harm and like ending life content online, and more than a quarter, 28%, have been exposed to pro eating disorder content. Other common forms of harmful or disturbing content viewed online by people aged 16 to 21 were racism or discrimination, that was 42%, that's high. Bullying,
Yeah.
40%, and misogynistic content, 32%.
I
I
remember in
think,
school
yeah,
when, because obviously I lived in a small town, small school, so they were more worried that we would get indoctrinated by like anti-racism like groups, and
yeah,
we
like
used to have,
terrorism.
yeah, we used to have like assemblies once a month of people coming into school and telling us not to like join these groups because they were terrified that someone would like join them, especially like I went to a school, there was no black people in my school,
Yeah.
none. It
So they're
was,
worried it's gonna create it from that
Yeah,
fact. Yeah,
it was just white people, and I personally didn't interact with a black person until I moved to uni,
yeah,
which is insane. That is insane.
which is
Like,
crazy. Yeah, because
yeah,
I went to a very like the opposite, a very mixed like school, and there was people from like Slovakia, people from you know what I mean. So obviously
yeah,
I'm just normalized to these people. Even my primary school, there was people from like different countries and things. Um, so it's like it is weird. I think your upbringing can have a very big impact on how
yeah,
you view and how you understand people. I think as well, I'm glad that it brought it up there, but in schools, I know in the UK anyway, they're bringing in you have to in the new school year learn about incels and things
yeah,
like that is now part of the curriculum. Because I would say that incels and that sort of thing, I think they've now classed it as a terrorist threat because it's that high,
yeah,
like the violence against women and girls. So I think I'm glad that they're doing that.
yeah, me
Um,
too.
I would say, I don't know, I think it's balanced, like the same amount of that happens that does with like racism and things now. I think it's quite equal.
Yeah,
Um, because the amount of things I see where males or females are being like incel towards the other gender is a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. No, I fully agree. So when asked which online communities had made individuals feel unsafe, two-thirds, so 65% said they'd felt unsafe on social media communities such as Instagram, Snapchat, X slash Twitter, and Facebook. A third, so 32%, said the same of messaging communities on platforms like Discord or WhatsApp. I fully agree with the Discord thing. I mean, I love Discord. I go on it quite a lot, but the amount of times I've had spam messages from people being like, wanna send sexy photos to me, and I'm like, no, that's so. And imagine if I was like a 13-year-old girl
And you'd be
getting
like,
that.
yeah, not offering you money.
Yeah,
And you're like,
insane.
yay.
And Snapchat as well. Snapchat's so bad because messages delete,
Yeah.
like so bad.
And like random people can add you. Like I've had random people add me and then like especially at uni, I had this one guy pop up and he just put nudes, spelt nudes wrong as well, which I found quite funny.
How
Um
do you spell?
he put like NODES and I was like nodes. I was like
Nodes,
electric nodes.
nodes.
Send you
That's
gamma waves.
insane. Yeah.